This is a stimulus check update and daily news report. Bunch of stimulus check articles to go through today. So this one, you can miss out on New Year surprise stimulus checks worth $1,000 if you don't take urgent action next week. I'll give you the latest on the senior citizen $1,400 stimulus check. Also, when it comes to the Build Back Better bill, it looks like Joe Manchin will actually support a different version of the House version, saying he would do that. I'll let you know what's going on with Joe Manchin switching parties, play a video clip from Bernie Sanders, as well as the Republican perspective of the Build Back Better, saying that the Build Back Better will actually increase the cost for childcare, and I'll give you some other important updates as well. Hope you had a very Merry Christmas. So as you can tell, I'm staying at a family member's house, so different scenery here, but I'll talk more about my Christmas later on. I'm also announcing the winners of the $200 checks in this video later on as well, but let's get into the news first. So holiday help. You could miss out on New Year surprise stimulus checks worth $1,000 if you don't take urgent action next week. So this is referring to people in Connecticut with the Back to Work program. So basically you have until December 31st to claim the $1,000 stimulus checks if you live in Connecticut. So spoken about that before. Also this one, stimulus checks 2022, $1,400 payments only for Social Security beneficiaries. So this is the Senior Citizens League stimulus check program that hasn't really gone anywhere. Originally, they wanted $1,400 checks for senior citizens who collect Social Security, and no Congress member has picked it up. They tried to put pressure on Congress. There was a ton of news articles in the beginning, but at the moment hasn't really picked up. Then we have this one, Cash Countdown. You have just 6 days to sign up for stimulus plus up payments worth $1,400. Make sure you don't miss out on cash. So this is if your income changed. If it was higher in 2019 and then lower in 2020, you were eligible to get a plus up payment. If that doesn't apply to you, then don't worry about this. The deadline is going to be December 31st. And then California stimulus update, nearly 1 million checks worth $1,100 each being sent out through the new year. So looks like California stimulus checks are still going out. Those are those $500 and $1,100 stimulus checks. So it looks like there is 794 checks worth $568 billion that's going to be, residually sent out until December 31st to California residents. So let me know down in the comments below. If you live in California, have you gotten your California stimulus check yet? Let me know. Also, let's get on to what else is going on here. So could Joe Manchin really switch parties? So we've heard a bunch of different rumors that Joe Manchin may switch parties. All the Republicans are trying to woo him over to the Republican Party. Doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon, especially with all the heat and pressure going on with the Build Back Better bill. And Manchin told the White House that he would support a version of the billionaire tax. The billionaire tax was not included in the House-passed version of the bill discussed, as many Democrats, including Manchin, have slammed the proposal. So Joe Manchin, I don't think he's going to turn anytime soon. He may like certain aspects, but the bill as a whole doesn't seem like it's going to happen. But when it comes to Joe Manchin switching parties, here is what the White House has to say about that.
And I have a question on your favorite topic, Joe Manchin. Senator Mitch McConnell and John Cornyn are two Republicans of a few trying to get him to switch parties. What's the White House response to that, and is the president doing any sort of counter effort to keep him in the Democratic Party?
Well, I know Senator Manchin has been asked about this himself and has spoken for himself, as I assume he will continue to do. I would just note that the president considers him a friend. He believes they share values about a range of things personally, but also about why they're in public service, which is to make life easier for working people across the country, to give people more breathing room, to lower costs of childcare, of healthcare, to fight for good-paying union jobs. That's been a common topic of discussion, of course, between the president and Senator Manchin, but I would really point you to Senator Manchin to speak to that.
Sure, and then the Secret Service announced that up to, there's been nearly $100 billion at a minimum stolen from the pandemic relief funds. Can you talk a little bit about how this happened, and if, now that the administration sees this problem, if you're ramping up any efforts to crack down on this kind of fraud?
Well, I would note first that we expect them to clarify, this was also a concerning headline we saw ourselves, but there is no new research, data, or analysis of fraud here. So just to give you the specifics, what happened is there was just an adding up of 2 old IG reports.
Towards the end of that clip was mentioned this crazy headline here. Criminals have stolen nearly $100 billion in COVID relief funds, according to Secret Service. So the stolen funds were diverted by fraudsters by the Small Business Administration's Paycheck Protection Program, PPP, and the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program, and another program. Recovered funds include more than $400 million from PayPal and Green Dot Corporation. The government has shelled out about $3.5 trillion in COVID relief money since 2020. So, I mean, $100 billion, that's enough for multiple stimulus checks. And they recovered 400 million out of the 100 billion. I mean, these numbers are crazy. Also here, House progressives beg Biden to enact parts of $2 trillion spending bill through executive action. So they want President Biden to use executive action to try to pass some things, especially Privilegied Paul, but I don't think President Biden is going to do that or even has the power. We don't know which policies or which parts of the Build Back Better. Anyways, here is a video clip from Bernie Sanders talking more about the Build Back Better. Then I'll give you the Republican perspective after that.
You know, this is not only Mr. Manchin, and it's not only these policies which are so important to working families. It is about the Democratic Party trying to restore faith with the American people that they actually stand for something. What has been really painful about this whole process, to my mind, Rachel, is not only the dragging on of these so-called negotiations, it is that the American people don't know where we are at. Do we have the guts to take on the drug companies who are spending over $300 million in lobbying right now? Is that the Democratic Party have the guts to take on the private insurance company who do not want us to expand Medicare to cover dental, hearing, and eyeglasses? Do we have the courage to do what the scientists are telling us has to be done and transform our energy system away from fossil fuel? So the issue is not just Mr. Manchin. I mean, it would be really, really, really sad, and someone who worked really hard on this, if we were not successful. But it would be even sadder if the American people said, these people stand for nothing. Not only can't they get anything done, they don't believe in anything. They don't have the guts to take on the powerful special interest. And I would prefer us to be able to say, look, we tried. And we had all of the Republicans bought off by the big money interests. We had 2 Democrats who couldn't stand with us. Give us more Democrats, and in the first week of a new Congress, we will pass this. That's better to me than just to be negotiating forever and standing for nothing.
Bernie Sanders still really passionate about the Build Back Better, but it just is so stalled right now. We haven't really gotten any big updates of what's going to take it to the next level, how much they're going to gut from it. Anyways, here is the Republican perspective from Representative Kevin Brady, who gives a different perspective, saying how childcare costs could go up even more, which is completely different from the Democrats. Take a look at what he has to say right here.
Yeah, it's incredible. Let's talk about the year ahead, because Joe Biden says he hasn't given up on the Build Back Better plan. Progressives are now putting pressure on Biden to act on his own, to push through this far-left agenda using executive action. Do you think this is what is going to materialize in the year ahead? And walk us through what kind of hefty tax increases Americans may face should they get this through.
Yeah, I think this really worries me, Maria. I know there's a lot of discussion about the spending side of this, and Joe Manchin is rightly worried about this truly $5 trillion cost of the bill, what it does to inflation, some of the far-left policies that shouldn't become law. He's rightly focused on that, but I'm focused, too, on the tax increases and on the provisions that make the labor shortage worse. Certainly, when you add $1.2 trillion of tax hikes on America's job creators and do it in a way where you drive U.S. jobs overseas, where you discourage investment here in the United States, where you hammer small businesses with about $400 billion of tax hikes, all as we're trying to recover from this pandemic economy. It just makes no economic sense at all. And they've got a couple provisions in there, Maria, that will make the labor shortage worse, including the child tax credit, which is no longer tethered to earnings or work. Experts, this is the first time this has happened. Experts predict it could drive 1.5 million workers to exit the workforce. And they have, of course, this new toddler tax where their child care area, their provisions in Build Back Better will double the price of child care, but only subsidize a few. So an average family with 2 kids in child care could pay an extra $27,000 a year. That, too, will discourage people from reconnecting to work.
What are your thoughts on what Kevin Brady has to say? Do you agree, disagree? Let me know what you think about that. So next, I am going to announce the winners of the $200 checks. As mentioned before, you just had to do 3 different things and comment on a video in the past, what you were thankful for. So I'm going to go through those comments at random now. And just want to say thank you so much for being a part of the Wise Flies community. Without your support, none of this would be possible, and I wouldn't be able to give back to my subscribers and members of the Wise Flies community. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this is the back end right here. So we're going to do this live. I'm going to click on this and then pick a winner. So this was the video that you had to write what you were thankful for. So I'm going to type in the word thankful, and let's see what we got. All right, and the first winner is Amanda Colgrove saying, I'm thankful for life, family, and friends. Awesome, awesome, Amanda. Congrats on winning. So to you, Amanda, as well as the rest of the winners, I have my contact information down in the description below. Contact me. I'm going to have to verify a few different things, and then I'll send you that check. And the next winner is Liddell Yancey. Thankful for waking up during these rough days, and my lawsuit should be coming to an end early next year. Well, congrats on winning, and hopefully everything works out with your lawsuit. And yeah, good job being thankful during the crazy times that we're all going through. And the next winner is Fiona Clemens. I'm thankful to be happy, blessed, and alive. I'm thankful for you and for your family to take time and effort to help so many in so many different ways. Well, thank you for your kind words, Fiona, but congrats to you on winning, and awesome job being thankful with all those great things. And the next winner is Eureka Star. Thankful for my health and my support group for helping me get through these hard times. Congrats on winning, Eureka. And yeah, if you can't find anybody, a support group may be really good to help you get through the toughest of times, to know that people are there to listen to you, to be around you. You listen to them, they listen to you. I think that's a great idea, Eureka. Congrats on winning. And those are all the winners. I'll definitely do another one of these next month. So if you didn't win, stay tuned for that. And to hopefully brighten your day a bit, here is my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, I'm going to give you the 5 positive tips to make you start your day and make you be positive and grateful as much as you can. So first, stay happy, stay strong, and have good vibes, and do great to others when they do great to you. And also, you know this one, be nice to others when you be nice to them. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. So we had a great Christmas, got to spend time with family, got to eat some good food, got to see some family members I haven't seen in a long time. So here's some pictures and stuff of the kids. Yeah, we had a really good time. So still at a family member's house now. And yeah, just trying to enjoy each other's company as much as possible. So hopefully you had a great Christmas as well. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. You and everybody in your family are happy and safe. Anyways, if you want to check out my latest Wise Vibes video, you could click up here. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.